nursing home actually. Yeah. And I don't know, Lee actually works there too now, but I don't know, things are, the shifts and hours and stuff aren't working out as well as they had kind of thought they were. So we don't know if they're going to stick around there or not. But right now, that's where we're, and it's so close to our house, it's kind of nice because we're right out in that direction. So, yeah, different for me to be, I have to miss our nice lunches because I was getting used to just going to those, so I'll miss it. I don't work every day. Somewhere it's been like 4 afternoons, and then I work on like a 5-hour shift from 1 till 6. So far as what they have to do. We'll just see, I guess, going forward. I may be looking for something back in my office. I'm used to doing more office for all the years before. So now this is kind of with the dietary department to jumping out with that. Proofing kind of that they, another eye on that they get the menu that is dictated for them when they serve their meals and stuff like that. So, but we'll just see. It's something else. You can't be well, I'll catch you later.
There's something going on, isn't there? Yeah.
All right, welcome to this Emmanuel tournament game against Altoona at Altoona. We'll be playing at least 4 games today, I think. There's a tournament bracket that'll be happening after a little while. So we have Emmanuel Varsity versus Altoona Varsity. Next, we'll be playing Memorial. I'll be trying to broadcast as many games as possible today for your guys' own entertainment. Looks like we should be starting up here pretty soon. Warm-ups have just wrapped up. Sorry we're at the angle that we are. This is one of the only spots in the gym that I can really set up. So I'll do my best to describe what's going on. Right now, currently, the Altoona starters are on the bottom right side of the screen, and Emmanuel's still in their huddle, and they'll be breaking out of there in a second. Looks like starting for Altoona today, we have 15, 8, 15, 9, 3, 4, 6, and 2. And then we'll see who the Emmanuel starters are in a minute. As soon as they get out on the court. There's the whistle. Looks like it'll be Faith Kazemba, Nicole Schoenbeck, Allison Schaller, Bryn Schoenbeck, Erica Oster, and Claire Schoenbeck. Quite a few Schoenbecks out there right now. Got Bryn, Claire, and Nicole. All right. Looks like the libero for Altoona is number 7. And Faith Kazemba will be the libero for Emmanuel. All right, we got both teams all set up pretty much. Everyone's all fired up to play. Libero 7 coming in for number 9 for Altoona. I'll do my best to remember to say the score whenever there's a point. After they switch sides, you'll be able to see Emmanuel better. Looks like we have Bryn Schoenbeck serving to start off the game. Yeah. All right, she serves, received by number 3, over to number 6, and number 2 with a spike. Very nice, powerful spike. Nicole not able to dig it off the floor. So we have Altoona claiming the first point of the set. We got number 7, libero serving. Received by Nicole, bumps it over to Bryn, who gets it over the net, but it goes out of bounds. All right, so now we have Altoona up 2-0. Still early on. Received by Bryn, over to Allison, who sets it over the net, gets blocked, and Claire tries to bump it over, but lands back on their side. Number 7 gets to serve again. Sorry we don't have the names for Altoona. We don't have a stat sheet or anything. So I'll just have to say their numbers. Claire hits it over to 2, who tries to bump it, but it lands back on their own side. Okay, looks like we have Allison Schaller serving for Emmanuel. She puts it up. Received by libero 7, over to 6, and number 2 spikes it down. Just inbounds right in the corner. Just barely makes it in. Now we have number 4 serving. Goes over to number 6. Not number 4. Number 6 will be serving, sorry. She puts it up. Received by Faith. Over to Claire, who dives and gets it over to her sister Bryn. All right, we have number 6 setting up number 2, who spikes it. It's a bit too powerful, goes out of bounds. The score is currently 4-2. Altoona is up, but Emmanuel is only down by 2, so He definitely could come back here. It's still very early on in the set. All right, we have Erica Oster serving. Received by 4. Over to 6, and number 2 tips it over to Alexis to Bryn, who sets it behind her to Claire. Point goes to the Altoona because Emmanuel had a double hit there. All right, we have number 8 or 9. Number 2, sorry. Number 2 serving for Emmanuel. Received by Milena, and that's a double hit by Alexis. We got number 2 serving again. Oh, that bounces off the net and out of bounds. We are now at 6-3. Scoreboard is a little small. I'm even having a little bit of a hard time seeing it. Claire Schoenbeck serving. Received by 9. Over to 6. And number 14 with the spike down there. No one on Emmanuel able to get to that. Now we have number 9 serving again. Up and over to Beleda to Claire. Alexis hits it over to 2. Number 6 spikes it over, but looks like number 6 or number 14 crossed the line or touched the net, so Emmanuel gets that point. So we are now at 8-4, or 7-4. Sorry, my bad. All right, or Alexis serves. Alexis sets it over to Claire, who sets it over to Bryn, who spikes it down to Libero. Oh, very nice save there by number 2, who manages to get it to 6 and a dive. We got number 7 bumping it over, and I think number 8 touched the net, or number 6 touched the net. So Alexis gets to serve again. It's now 7-5. Received by number 4 over to number 6. Number 4 spikes it. A bit too powerful, goes out of bounds. Alexis serving again. Received by 2 over to 6, and number 14 hits it down. Alexis not able to dig that up in the air. It's like it'll be Faith Kazemba serving for Emmanuel. Nope, I'm wrong. Number 5 for Altoona serving. The score is 8-6. Received by Milena over to Claire, and Allison tries to spike it over, but it gets blocked. We are now at 9-6. Altoona is up. Number 5 serve goes into the net. So now it looks like it'll be Annie Oster, maybe? Nope. Nicole Schoenbeck. Nicole Schoenbeck will be serving for Emmanuel. Nicole puts it up there. Received by 2. Over to 6. And number 15 with a spike. It's a bit too powerful. Goes out of bounds. Now we have Nicole serving again. It's it over. Received by 7 over to 6, who sets it over to 4, who hits it over. That's a double hit on Altoona. We are all tied up, 9-9. Nicole Schoenbeck serving. Advantage has tipped in the Lancers' favor. Over to 6. Number 2 spikes it. Claire accidentally hits it in the wrong direction. So now we have number 4 for Altoona serving. Gets it over to Nicole, to Claire, and that would be Erica trying to hit it over, but I don't think it made it over the net. Either that or is a double hit. The score is 11-9. Altoona's up. Received by Nicole over to Claire, and Erica bumps it over to 2. And then we got number 6 to 2. Erica, Claire setting up. Erica who bumps it. Number 4 to 6 and 15 hits it. Claire to Erica who spikes it down, almost gets blocked there, but and then gets over to 7. Number 2. Double hit on Bryn Schoenbeck, so we are now at 12 to 9. We got number 4 serving for Altoona. Received by Nicole. Over to Claire and Erica with the bump over. Number 6 to 2, who spikes it. Received by Faith, but it goes out of bounds. We got number 4 serving again for the Lancers. Received by Nicole over to Claire and Allison with the tip. 7 to 6, and there was a block there, but it made it past it. Faith not able to dig it up over the net, just barely isn't able to make it over. So we are now at 14 to 9. Altoona is in the lead. Number 4 over to Nicole to Alexis, and Bryn tries to spike it, gets blocked. Erica hits it over. Number 8 to 15. Bit too powerful, goes out of bounds past the corner of the court. Now we are at 15 to 9. Number 4 serving again. Timeout called by the Lancers. Very nice game played, or set played by Altoona. We'll see if they can keep it up for the rest or if the Lancers can make a bit of a comeback. It's still the first set, so Lancers still have a couple more chances to come back if they don't manage to come back in this set. Doing book for the Lancers, or coaching the Lancers today, we have Prof. Lau and Mrs. Schaller. And then keeping book for the Lancers, filling in for Grace Meyer, we have Christian Kazemba. He's also acting as manager, filling in for Crystal Sito. All right. Both teams making their way back out onto the court. Hopefully the Lancers have had some inspiring words told to them by Prof. Lau. We'll see if they can come back in this game. We got number 4 serving again for Altoona. Puts it up, received by Faith. Over to Claire, and Erica bumps it. Over to 4. Number 2 with the tip. Erica to Bryn, who spikes it. It gets past the block, but ends up falling on the floor on the Altoona side. So now we have Bryn serving again. Score is 15 to 10. Received by 7 over to 6, and number 2 spikes it and gets past the block and lands on the floor. We're now at 16 to 10. Number 7, the libero, is serving for Altoona. She puts it up there. Over to Alexis, not able to spike it up from the floor. Or dig it up from the floor. Number 7, again, serving. Score is 17 to 10. Received by Alexis. Ball not able to make it over the net there. 18-10. All right, we have libero serving again. Up and over to Nicole, to Bryn, and Claire with the spike over to 2, over to 6, and number 2 to Faith, who bounces it out of bounds. I think we should be at 2010. Scoreboard says 1910. I'm just going to go with the scoreboard. It's 1910. All right, Claire to Erica, 6 to 2. Bumps it over to Nicole to Bryn, and Allison with the spike manages to get it where there are no Altoona players. I think they're called the railroaders. The railroaders. Okay. We have Faith Kazemba serving again. Over to 4. 7, and number 9 with a spike. Bryn setting up Claire, who spikes it down at number 7. Over to 6, number 2 spikes it into the net. We are now at 19-12. Faith Kazemba, libero for Emmanuel, gets to serve now. Received by number 7, over to 6. Touches the net. So now we are at 19-13. Faith gets to serve again. Oh, they're turning the scoreboard to us. That's very nice of them. All right. Number 3 to number 9, who hits it out of bounds. Nope, it's in bounds. No, actually, I think it was out of bounds, but one of the Lancers players crossed the line. So point goes to Altoona, which now it's 2013. Altoona is up. Okay, received by Faith. Over to Bryn, who sets up Claire, spikes it. It gets blocked, but it ends up going out of bounds. So now we are at 20-14. Erica Oster for Emmanuel gets to serve. All right. Erica serving. Just manages to get it over the net, and number 7 not able to dig it in a way so that it goes up and in the air. Looks like we have Erica serving again. Received by 4. Over to 6, and number 2 spikes it down to Bryn. Over to Claire, and Alexis bumping it over. Annie tries to tip it down, but it goes out of bounds. We now have number 2 serving. She sort of went off camera, serving way in the corner. You'll see her in a second. There she is. All right, number 2 serving. Received by Faith. Over to Bryn, who sets up Alexis, who serves it. But it goes into the net and lands back on their side. Now we are at 22-15. Number 2 serves it, goes into the net. Claire Schoenbeck serving for Emmanuel. She puts it up. Received by 2. Over to 6. Nicole dives for it, but not really sure what happened there. But Emmanuel got the point. It's now 22-17. Lancers need to keep it up here if they want to win this set. All right, number 7 spikes it down to Faith. Over to Claire. Alexis spiking it down. It's a bit too powerful. Goes out of bounds. Looks like we have number 9 for Altoona serving. Over to Milena, to Claire, who bumps it over. And then number, I think, 9 is the one who just spiked it down on them. We're now at set point. Number 9 gets to serve. Altoona only needing 1 point for this set. Received by Milena. Over to Claire. Number 14 tips it down at Emmanuel, who's not ready for that. They're not able to get to that, so Altoona claims victory for the first set. Emmanuel has a pretty young team here today. Quite a few freshmen and sophomore players playing up. Very good effort played by Emmanuel there. Yeah, they only down by, they're down by 8, I think, at the end, but they managed to keep a consistent run with the other team. I take out the bag, it just sort of hangs there, so I have to put a bag. Emmanuel makes their way back out onto the court. Altoona still in their huddle. I think today they'll only be playing 3 sets each per game because it's a tournament. Don't want to take up too much time. So it'll be best 2 out of 3. Both teams appear to be ready. Libero Faith coming in for Claire to start it off, and we got number 7 Libero coming in for number 15 on Altoona. All right, number 7 is serving, one who just came in. Received by Faith, but she isn't able to get it up in the air, so that will be an ace for the Railroaders. It's an interesting team name. All right, number 7 serving. Received by Nicole over to Bryn and Erica. It's a bit too powerful. Score is currently 2-0 Railroaders. You guys can probably see them better now. They switch sides. All right, number 7 received by Nicole over to Bryn, who bumps it over to Nicole, who bumps it over to number 1 over to number 2, who tries to spike it past Bryn. Number 2 spiking it down at Faith over to Bryn, and Nicole spiking it over to 7. Number 8 to Allison spiking it down at number 9 over to 8, who bumps it over, but I'm guessing one of the Emmanuel players stepped over the line or touched the net or something because, oh no, it would have been one of the Altoona players because Bryn just served. All right. Lancer's not able to get to that last one. We are currently at 3-1. Altoona is in the lead. Number 8 will be serving now. Puts it up and over to Faith. Bryn bumping it over to Annie. Sorry. Number 3 with a very powerful spike. Emmanuel not able to get to that after it bounces off the basketball hoop. We are at 4-1. Number 8 gets to serve again. Puts it up and over to Faith, who bumps it out of bounds. All right. So now we have number 8 serving again for Altoona. Puts it up and over. Received by Annie over to Bryn, who sets up Erica, who spikes it down and is able to get it past the block and number 7's dig. We are now at 5-2. Altoona up by 3. We have Erica Oster serving for the Lancers. Received by number 2 over to 6, and number 14 spiking it down to Annie, who bumps it out of bounds. Now we are at 6-2. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to tell us in the comments, which I think we are able to see. Not entirely sure. If not, just text our Discord. All right, number 2 serving, received by Nicole over to Annie, who spikes it down to 2. And we got number 4 spiking it down to Faith over to Bryn. Nice save there. Okay, Alexis bumping it over. Altoona manages to get it back over. Allison to Annie, number 2. Number 6 sets up a bit of a surprise spike. Lancer's not able to get to that, but I think number 14 crossed the line. So we have Faith Kazemba serving for the Lancers at 3-6. Milena to Bryn, and Claire manages to save it and get it over. 4 to Faith. Bryn setting up Annie. Point goes to Altoona because there was a double hit on Lancers that was called. We are now at 7-3. Number 9 is serving for Altoona. Gets it over to Milena, who digs it over to Bryn, and Claire tips it. Number 16 spikes it down at the Lancers and gets it on the floor where there are no Lancers present. All right. We are at 8-3. Lancers. Oh, no, sorry. Altoona is up. All right. Bryn to Nicole, I want to say. Number 2 spikes it into the net on Altoona. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see who these people are from the back. I think when I said Nicole, I meant to say Alexis. We have Avery Quam serving for the Lancers. I think this might be her first time playing today. Received by number 2. Over to 9. And number 15. Number 2 to number 4, who bumps it all the way over to Faith. Avery to Alexis. Ball goes back over to Lancers. And Avery down to Bryn, who spikes it down at number 2, who's not able to receive that. We are currently at 8-5. Avery Quam serving again. Over to 7. Over to 8. And number 15 with the tip. And Faith not able to dig that up. We are now at 9-5. Number 5 for Altoona will be serving. Over to Milena. And number 4 and number 15 try to go for it. And the players in the back are not able to get that over in under 3 hits. So now we have Alexis Eichele serving for the Lancers. Score is 9-6. We'll see if Lancers can come back here. Alexis gets it over to 7. Number 2, back to 7. Over to Alexis, to Avery. Sets it up to Claire. Number 1 saves it from going out of bounds. We got Alexis to Avery and Bryn spiking it. It gets blocked but ends up going out of bounds off of the Railroaders. So now Alexis gets to serve it again. Over to 2. To number 4, who spikes it down. Faith to 7. Okay. Lancer's not able to get that over in under 3 hits. But something happened on Altoona's side that gave Emmanuel the point. So we have Alexis serving again. 8-9. Okay, Claire to Avery. Bryn bumping it behind her back. Manages to get it past a couple of Altoona players and on the floor. We are all tied up 9-9 once again, just like last time. Very nice set played by both teams. Lancers managing to come back after, I want to say, a 4 or 5 point deficit there. Very nice game played there. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to tell us either in our Discord or in the comments Not entirely sure if our comments section will be working, but our uh, live stream is working, so it may work. I'm not sure if my mic is even working. You guys will have to comment and say so. I'm pretty sure it is. We have Alexis Eichley serving again after this timeout here. She puts it up. Received by number 1, I think. Number 4 spikes it down to Faith. Claire bumps it over. Nice save by number 7. 8-4, who tries to give it a little tip over, but does not manage to get it over the net. Alexis Eichley serving. Gets it over to 2. And 8 tries to bump it over the net, but ends up going back on their side. Number 4 tries to get it over. Does not manage to get it over the net. Lancers are currently in the lead, 11-9. Alexis serving down to 1. Number 7 and 8 sort of bump into each other. And there was a double hit called on Altoona. We're now at 12-9. Lancers have managed to come back here. All right, Alexis serving down to 7, over to Erica, who hits it right down and gets the point for the Lancers. With Alexis Eichley serving again. Received by number 2, who hits it into the other game and it interferes, so it goes out of bounds. And Lancers now at 14. Alexis Eichley serving. Number 4 hits it out of bounds. They call that an ace because it was out of control. Alexis Eichley serving. Received by number 1 over to 8 and number 6 with the spike. Rib tries to spike it, gets blocked. Faith over to Avery, who hits it over, but that would be 4 hits on Lancers. So the score is currently 15-10. Altoona getting that last point, but Lancers in the lead. Alexis had a nice serving run they were going. She served for quite a few in a row. All right, over to Claire, over to Bryn, who spikes it into the net. Currently at 15-11. We'll see if Altoona can come back here. Received by Nicole over to Avery. And Erica bumps it a bit too powerful out of bounds. Number 4 serves to Nicole over to Erica, who bumps it over. Number 8 setting up 15, who gets it over and surprises the Lancers a bit. They aren't able to get to that. Lancers may need to step it up a bit again if they want to keep up the lead that they've been keeping, or that they just gained. All right, Bryn bumping it over to 7. Number 2 spiking it down to Caitlin Berman. And Bryn over to 2. Over to 6. And number 2 serves it, but it goes a bit too powerful out of bounds. So Lancers get that point. They're currently at 16-13. Claire Schoenbeck serving for the Lancers. Up and over to number 7. Over to 8. Altoona spiking it a bit too powerful. It goes out of bounds. Claire Schoenbeck serving. Number 1 not able to get that off the floor, and that would be an ace. Timeout called by Altoona. Very nice set played by both teams here. Lancers managing to come back and then maintain a pretty good lead. We'll see if they can keep it up for the rest of the set. Claire, sorry, voice crack there. Claire Schoenbeck serving for the Lancers. As soon as all the Altoona players get back out there. Received by number 1. Over to number 6 and number 2 spiking it down. 17 to 8 and Bryn with the spike over. All right, number 16 tip or 15 tips it down at the Lancers. We're not able to get to that. We are now at 18 to 14. Number 7 libero serving for Altoona. Received by Caitlin over to Avery, and Erica spikes it down and gets it past Altoona, who hit it out of bounds. We currently are at 19 to 14. Bryn Schoenbeck is serving. Received by 1 over to 9, and number 8 tips it over. Erica to number 7 over to 8, and number 2 spikes it down, and Lancer's not able to get that back up there. Now we are at 19 to 15. We have number 8 serving. Received by Caitlin over to Bryn, and Annie spiking it down. Number 8 saves it. Number 2 tries to spike it, gets blocked. Allison spikes it down, and Altoona not able to receive that in a way that is profitable. All right, we have Erica Oster serving for the Lancers, currently 2015. Received by number 7 over to 8. Number 14 is not able to spike it over the net. Erica Oster serving. Just manages to get it over the net. Number 2 over to number 4. Bumps it all the way over to Erica to Bryn. Caitlin spikes it past the block. Number 6 to number 14, who spikes it over. Annie spikes it down at number 7 over to number 9. Bryn sets up Allison, who spikes it into the net. Now we are at 21 to 16. Number 2 for Altoona is serving. Received by Milena over to Faith, and Bryn / Allison try to bump it over the net. Some miscommunication there. They both went for it. It's not able to get it over the net. We are now at 21 to 17. Number 2 serves, and it goes out of bounds. Now we're at 22 to 17. Faith Kazemba serving. Received by 7. Over to 6, and then Bryn to Caitlin. And that would be Alexis with the double hit / it also went out of bounds. So now we're at 22 to 18. The Railroaders are only down by 4. We'll see if they can come back here. Number 8 to Faith to Bryn, and Claire tries to tip it, but it's not able to get it up high enough over the net. Number 9 serving. Sorry, I said 8 last time. It's actually 9. Number 9 serves, received by Milena over to Bryn, and Alexis is not able to spike it over. Timeout called by, I'm assuming, Lancers, because Altoona's coming back here. We'll see what can happen in the next couple points of the game or set. We'll see if Altoona can come back and finish this game off, but maybe Lancers will maintain their lead and win the set, and then we'll end up playing a third set. We shall see. Looks like we have number 8 serving, or sorry, 9. Looks like an 8 from here. Number 9 serving for Altoona. Received by Milena over to Annie, who bumps it over and manages to get the point for the Lancers. All right. Avery Quam serving for the Lancers. Puts it up, and it goes out of bounds. Bit too much power on that. Lancers currently are. We are currently at 23 to 21. Lancers are up. Got number 6 for Altoona serving. Puts it up and over to Faith, to Avery, and Bryn spiking it down at number 3, who hits it, and it goes out of bounds off of number 3. We are now at 24 to 21. Lancers now at set point. Alexis Ikley gets to serve this point. We'll see if she can take the victory of this set. Received by 7. Over to 8. And number 15 spikes it down at the Lancers, who are not able to receive that. Number 4 will be serving for the Railroaders. Altoona Railroaders. All right, number 1 down to Caitlin, over to Avery, and Erica serves it a bit too powerful. Goes out of bounds. Now we are 24 to 23. We'll see if this set goes past 24. It's been really close. Both teams been neck and neck with each other. Received by Claire over to Avery, and Bryn spikes it into the net. We are now at 24-24. Both teams now have to win by 2 to win this set. Really intense here for Lancer fans and Railroader fans. All right, received by Caitlin over to Avery, and Erica spikes it a bit too powerful. Number 4 for Altoona will be serving. Altoona is now at 24. They should be at 25. I'm not sure what just happened there. Caitlin to Avery, and Claire spiking it down and claiming the point for the Lancers. I guess now we're at 25-24. Lancers are at set point. Claire Schoenbeck serving. Received by 7. Over to 1. Number 2 spikes it down at Claire, who bumps it out of bounds. We are now 25-25. Okay. Number 7 for Altoona serving. Received by Faith over to Avery, and Bryn spiking it down at number 4. Number 5 to 4. Spikes it a bit too powerful out of bounds. Nope, they're saying it's inbounds. So now we have the Railroaders at set point. Bryn not able to get that off the floor. So the Railroaders claim victory of this set and the match. Very good gameplay by both teams. Not sure if they'll be playing a third set or not. But if not, then I will end the video and we will figure out where this next game will be. Looks like it'll be just here again at court 1. Still not entirely sure if they're playing a third set or not. I'll just keep it rolling and we'll see. I assume so. Looks like that'll be the end of the set. I may just keep this thing rolling. Or I might just end it here real quick. Tune in for the next game, which will be very soon. All right. Good game played by both teams. Altoona managing to pull ahead in the first set and in the second set. Both teams very close with each other. We will catch you guys in a little bit.